Hi guys, Alan here in the shed. It was completely utter disasters this last couple of weeks, I tell you, since the last movie. Because in the last movie I was going to tell you about Britannia. So I'll give you some good news first, then I'll go on to Britannia, then I'll give you the near disaster. Okay? So, good news. My granddaughter has made me some badges, and my granddaughter gave me a bollocking for not calling her name, which is Charlie. Her name's Charlie, spelt the same way as Charlie Bishop's. So my granddaughter Charlie works in Hatton's. She does these side of things on the side, you know. So she's created me badges for the show. So I'll be able to hand them out like Lottie Calvert did. And open the box. She made me a few for special occasions. So that's the good news. Talking of Lottie Calvert, 6 million views on YouTube. Milestone. Top man, Laurie, top man. Right, let's go on to the disaster of the Britannia. I'm going to try and do all this in one take. Can you see on that side there's valve gear? Well, most of it. If I turn it round, there is no valve gear. It's got a connecting rod, but no valve gear. Okay. So, what happened was, during the filming, I was filming this, going round with the teaks, and going down this straight, going towards to go outside, and I was messing with something else because they had 2 or 3 trains running, and I'm not watching this. I know it's running okay. So I was playing with something else, setting something up ready for the filming. Just before it entered the portal, I heard this almighty racket. Like, you know, anyway, the train stopped dead. Absolutely stopped dead. So you hear all the carriages going. So by the time I looked up, the bloody train's in reverse, hurtling down here towards the bridges. I thought, what the hell's going on here? And I couldn't get to the off switch quick enough. Oh my God. And there was a pile up in the corner here. So what the hell's going on here? So a quarter of an hour goes by, so it resets everything. Of course, I'd stopped all the trains, put all the carriages back on the track, because as it stopped dead, it derailed some of them. So as it come hurtling back down here, it derailed more. So I couldn't believe it. So I had a look at the train and couldn't see anything wrong. It didn't jump out at you, you know. So I sticks it back on the track, and off it goes again, going round. And it must have gone round half a dozen times. And it did exactly the same thing again. Bang! Smack straight into reverse. All the carriage, oh my God, comes hurtling back in reverse. So I thought, there's definitely something wrong here. So I took it apart. I had all the tenor apart. I looked at the chip, I looked at all the connections, whether there was a cross wire, it's soldered, unsoldered wire or whatever. Then I took the body off the engine, I looked at the motor, I checked all the wiring into it. Can't find any faults. There was... Then I was more worried about, did I have an issue with this? And I thought, no, I couldn't have, because the other trains were going around okay, so I ruled that out. Then it was crazy stuff, honest to God. And I'm thinking, something's not right here. So I re-looked at it again, and because it stopped dead, what I found was the centre nut that holds the crank was loose. So on this side, it actually just on the point of falling out. So when it slammed into reverse, it buckled it all. Buckled all the valve gear, you know, all the moving bits. And they were bent to hell. And there's no way you can straighten them. You can straighten them, you'll never get them right. So I've known from the past. So I got the cutters out, just cut it all off. And on closer inspection, I had a look on the other side. That nut was loose as well. I just can't believe it. So I was at the point where I was going to chuck it in the bin, to be honest. I thought if it's starting to do that, I might as well chuck it in the bin. Then I remembered I had my little spanner, and you get these from Hornby. They're about £5. And various other, I think I got this from Hatton's, to be honest. And they fit the nut. Well, all the nuts, they fit all the nuts. So I rechecked all the nuts and really tightened them up again. They were loose. So, like I said, I was at the point of chucking it in the bin. Now, before some of you start crying, oh, you can't do that. Yes, I know, I could get £70. Spare parts, you know, spares or repair. But when I bought this train, and we're going back 3, maybe 4 years now, because it's got a white roof, it designates it's on Queen Elizabeth duties, on the Queen's duties, yeah? So the kit come with the Queen's car, the Duke's car, and this restaurant car, or cooking facility. Okay, now apparently these are rare, so I believe. And I remember, oh, it's a couple of years back now, I looked these up on eBay, and they were selling that particular coach there, and mine's in better condition than the one they were selling at the time. They wanted £110 just for that coach alone, because of the rarity of it, because of the they only come in a pack, I think, special edition pack. Right, so I got Britannia, and it had a chip in it. Britannia, the 3 Queen's coaches, and a Class 66. That all come in the same package. And I'm not word of a lie now, this is what I paid for it, £70. I didn't know this was coming with the kit. They threw it in as an extra. Now this is one of the old ones where it's only 2 axles with pickups on, not 3 axles. And it was a very poor runner. The pickups were knackered and whatever. I've since found out you can buy new bogies for them, 6 pickup bogies. Anyway, what I did was completely stripped it out, and I used this as a dummy towing train, a double heading. To double head it, you have to take all the gears out, otherwise you just drag it otherwise. If you take all the gears out, the wheels are free rolling, but she's still a heavy loco because of the weight, the main weight inside. So I use it as a dummy loco. So after all that, yes, the valve gear is missing. I'm more likely can get a kit to redo that. So, but I'm not fussed at the moment. That might be something for a winter project. So I'm not fussed on that. So, where are we up to? Yeah, I've got my badges. I've explained about Britannia now. That's why I had to take it off the line to put the county class on in its place, pulling the blood and custards, if you remember. That's why it was taken off. I managed to get a few running shots, as you've seen. See, even the the pipework's coming apart. Oh well. Mind you, it's getting on, it's a few years old now, and it's been well hammered. I've hammered it, the previous owner must have hammered it, one thing or another. Right. The near disaster in the house, I'm sitting watching the TV, I think it was, yeah. I was watching YouTube on the big screen. And the next thing the wife screams, "Al, come in the kitchen quick, I've sprung the leak." And I thought instantly, oh, there's a pipe burst, whatever, you know. And what it was, she's got a bowl of dirty water and she says, "It's all dripping underneath. I've opened the cabinet door and it's all wet and dripping underneath." So what the hell? She says, "Look at this here. You know these things that fit in the plug hole?" This thing that fits in the plug hole, the centre bolt had rotted out. Too much domestic, I think. So it rotted out. So I says, "Oh, I better have a quick look." So after unchaining her from the kitchen sink, I put her to one side. Don't mean that, no. I don't mean that, money joking. Oh, I get some grief now. Can you imagine the tippy tappies? He changed his wife to the kitchen sink. Oh my God. Forget it. So I went down to the shop, the local builders merchants. Look, the bolt's still stuck in the bottom here. It's rotted in, rusted in, whatever. Couldn't have been stainless steel. £10.48. Half an hour later, back in the sink, sealed up, job done. Talk about panic though. Oh my God, you've never seen anything like it. So, and that's how it comes. In a box. Basket strainer with waste grid. That's what it was. No, I was only joking about chaining the wife to the sink. Right, so where are we up to with this film? Do you know, I've forgotten what I filmed again now. What am I filming? Oh yeah, the Class 50. The Class 50's going on. It was a guest loco from Wayne at Dugmere Junction. He sent it over for me to have a go and run around and film it. You've seen it a couple of times already with the APT and one thing. So I've created a film to go home with little characters, yeah? So don't write a script, it's off the cuff. As I see it, I say it, yeah? And I don't always get it right. So I've created a film of the Class 50 on its way back to Dugmere Junction, okay? That's what the film's about. I hope you enjoy it. It took long enough to do it, I'll tell you. And we'll see how we get on. Okay? So, without further ado, let's get into the movie, alright? Rock on, stay safe, see you later. I can find the controls. I was only joking about the kitchen sink, honestly. Bye. I see little Missy still out there doing her thing with her tyre. Don't think she knows where it needs to go. Sounds like I've got a dirty track there. Anyway, all busy down the gauge. Prices are still good here. Oh dear. And this is on its last tour going around Dragon Junction, so we need to send her on away because she needs to go to another venue. Do you know I've started the wrong one up? I've just started the 47. Oh. I think we'll try that again because honest to God, I got the right one now. Where is it? Can you see? 5033. Right, here we go. No. Hey Zach, what's that, Dave and Joe? Change of plans, mate. Take the engine back to the TMD at Dragon Junction. Drop the coaches on the main line. I've got a shunter waiting for them. He'll take them out of the way. And you proceed into the depot and have a quick inspection. Apparently the engine's got to go back to the Dugmar Junction, so we need to go do a quick inspection down there. So I've cleared it with all the signallers. You'll have a clear run straight through to Dragon Junction TMD, and I'll meet you down there later. Alright Dave, Joe. Alright Zach, catch you in a bit. Bye. Meanwhile, back at the TMD, she's been inspected, and Dave's just coming out of the cab now, and Joe's there in yellow. How is it all, Dave? Spot on, Joe. Oh, thanks for that, Dave. I'll go and tell Zach. I'll go and tell him he's on a little trip on expenses. That'll keep him happy. Okay, Joe. Tell him it's ready anyway, no worries. He can go at any time. Thanks, Dave. Catch you later. Have you told Zach, Dave? Joe? Yes, Dave. He's in the cab, ready to go now. All he's got to do is check his systems and fire her up. So, there we go, I think. Thought she wasn't going to start then, Dave? Ah, no worries, Joe. Got thumbs up from Zach. Here we go then. She's on her way, Joe. So she's on her way back to Dragon Junction. It's been a pleasure, Wayne. Thank you very much. Hasn't missed a beat, mate. There she goes. Bye.